Greetings, Naysayer Nation. We are back for the Aftershow Podcast. Happy Sunday. Hope you've been having a wonderful week as we near closer and closer to World War III. We got a lot of stuff happening in the world of entertainment, gaming, everything. We're going to try to get through as much as we can. Definitely want to get into the just kind of, and we knew this was coming, but just the fact that we have all these insane shows dropping in the same week, like Daredevil, back to back, Invincible, Daredevil, Born Again, Darth Maul, The Boys just came back, the new season of anime just hit, so we just got a mountain of new shows and returning shows. It is ridiculous. We had the Invincible versus beta. I tried out a little bit. We had the Ghost of Yote raid, which people are already beating in world record time. So, and then it gets crazier next week because we got Marvel Rivals season 7.5. We got Pragmata, and there's apparently a Nintendo event which might get a Star Fox game reveal, the state of play. There's supposedly an Xbox event, a surprise Xbox event too from Jay's of course company that he is a shareholder in. So we got a lot to talk about. But first, what's up to the chat? Shout out to Gio. I knew immediately he was going to be first. How you doing, my friend? What's up, Travis? I just saw Travis actually say something good, so I have to read this. The biggest news of the week is to not turn me on to a band called Hammock that I like and earn a prize from. There you go. Yep,
he talks about them often.
Yep, my favorite band of all time. I was shouting them out on Twitter and put Travis on because they're trying to get to 100K subs. And he did, so I'm going to hook him up with Phantom Blade Zero. What's up, Eastwood? Welcome, old man. How you doing, my friend? What's up, Ryder? What's up, Gabe? Welcome to the after show. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us. But and it's also almost forgot the most important thing of this in the coming week: taxes for the people who waited to the last minute. April 15th, and tax day in America. The worst day of the year, some would argue, worse than 9/11. But
I don't know about that, but
9/11 was once. This is every year.
I will say this is the earliest we ever got taxes done. We had them done in February, so.
Same. I did mine on Friday, so this is also the earliest I've ever done. I usually wait until the 14th or the 15th, but I decided, you know what? I'm going to take a page out of JayShockblast's book and get them done early. Took me like an hour and a half to a file, and within 3 hours, it got accepted. So glad that is out of the way. You had to pay You had to pay
13,000.
You must be rich.
I mean, he must not have taxes taken out.
Oof, that's
that's tough.
That's a lot. Fortunately, I didn't owe any. I owed the. Thank God. We're me and Jay are business people. We can save on our tax bill as long as we're spending a lot during the year towards our business and writing them off. It helps a lot. This time around, I only owed about the price of 2 Big Mac meals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fortunately, my wife and I filed together, so it kind of negates some of what I have to pay. But I kind of wish we started filing together sooner. I don't know. Taxes is so complicated, so like I always worry that I'm gonna fuck up. And I don't want like if I screw up, I certainly don't want her to have any implications. But
so Jay's been basically nerfing himself all these years by not taking advantage of the marriage cheat code.
Well, yeah, I didn't realize it would be so drastic. Like it is a big difference, like for her too, because like I guess she wasn't able to claim like the mortgage and stuff. And I didn't know that.
So you just go on all these years, make your wife pay more taxes. That's crazy.
I mean, I was paying more too, so it's crazy. Yeah. So fortunately, I made so little last year that I could just take the standard deduction.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that is the current price of 2 Big Mac meals, $50. Which is insane and stuff, but it is.
I'll tell you what's wild. The Celtics are playing the Magic right now, who are running their full team, and they're up by 13 with a starting lineup. I'll put it this way: Ron Harper Jr. has 27, and Baylor Schreierman has 30.
Yeah, it's got to be studied how bad the Magic are this year.
I don't understand it. Like, Banchero is good. Like Wagner's good.
I mean,
isn't Suggs good?
I mean, Suggs is really good. He's just always getting hurt. Then Paolo's been like the biggest issue. Like he's been pretty dog shit most of the year. Like he had like a stretch like a month ago where he put up numbers, but for the most part, he's actually been really bad.
I just feel like every time the Celtics play the Magic, he just wrecks us. So I don't know.
The problem with Paolo is that he can't shoot. And if he's playing a team that just kind of lets him get into the paint, then he can feast. But if you just force him to shoot or have good rim protection, like he's just useless. Like he can't do anything.
He is not Eastwood. But I promise you we're not going to go too far into sports, but I just had to mention that the Celtics clinched the 2 seed, so they are not playing anybody tonight.
Think the Spurs will beat the Thunder? Damn right. I'm rooting for it. All right.
I think Jaylen Brown should win MVP, by the way.
Speaking of Jaylen Brown, I was watching shout out to Jeff, this new basketball YouTuber that's been blowing up. He just did a tier list on the top lies basketball on basketball players. Still, obviously, a lot of LeBron on that list. But he had the clip of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown made the list, and they showed this old clip where Jaylen Brown was. I think he might have been a rookie. He still had the high top fade, and he was interviewing that really hot reporter Taylor Rooks. He was being interviewed by her. And like it was like a whole theme of players just absolutely just capping in front of her, and Jaylen Brown was sitting there trying to riz like yeah, I think she asked him how many championships he thinks he'll win by the time he's 28, and he was like 6, 7. You
did the thing.
No, he actually said that. He actually said that. Yeah. I was like, bro, what are you on? He basically thought he was going to win he told her he was basically going to win a championship every year he's in the league.
Well, he's got one.
Just one.
I mean, good enough for now. So anyway,
He'll never get one again on the Celtics.
I mean, I think
Lord
they.
willing.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. This team
Yeah.
is crazy because they have so many like unknowns that are like contributing so much. Like Ron Harper Jr. like came out of nowhere and has been like playing like key minutes.
We'll see what happens it only matters in the playoffs.
Right. No, exactly. So
your boy Kyrie made the tier list too for his promise to resign with Boston.
Oh God, that is to this day one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened, and how he could ever live that down. And he became.
They say he was going to retire. He wanted to retire his number.
Yeah, that ain't never happening. He like people like made this big deal about how much we hate him, sports hate him here. It's not enough. Like he sat there in front of our crowd. I have the video saved. Like he sat there in this, like, it was like a pep rally, like an old high school pep rally. And they like brought him out there and he's like, "Oh, shucks, guys. If you'll have me, I want to retire as a Celtic. I'm gonna resign, I promise."
I must say that I like Kyrie before, but that cemented him as one of my all-time favorite players.
Yeah, but then he was like, then he was a bitch every time he came back, and he tried to make things out of nothing, and he cried every time we booed him, and he tried stomping on the logo, and that didn't work out very well for him. So
he should have just stood on business. Fuck Boston.
He should have, but he didn't. He never did. He hid. Like the first time that he was supposed to come back, my knee hurts. I can't play.
You should have said he's leaving, and he's doing it for Isaiah Thomas. Fuck Boston for what they did to him.
Yeah, I mean, but that's how he got here. So I agree, and I also don't understand why Isaiah Thomas is out of the league. Like,
yeah, he's still really good.
I don't understand how somebody couldn't use him as a role player, but whatever. I still follow him on Twitter.
Absolute bullshit. But yeah, let's so outside of how have you been this week, Mr. JayShockblast? I saw that you were following some of your tweets. Lot of bullshit to get through, but I saw that you've been enjoying Daredevil Born Again.
Oh my God,
a lot.
Yeah, man. I've actually watched every episode twice because it's one of those ones I'm not like, if you follow the Daredevil Twitter, they live tweet with like GIFs. So like you have to watch it at 9 if you happen to follow them on accident. I don't like accounts that do that. But I've watched it all the way through. Plus I've watched it again with my wife. And I thought she'd enjoy it more, but I think she was a little lost, but it doesn't matter. I think she's getting into it more now. Because I know she liked it all before. I don't know. I was a little surprised by her reaction to the last episode. I thought she would be more into it.
Yes, they head of TV at Marvel confirmed that the Watcher did make a cameo in the latest episode of Daredevil Born Again.
Oh, I actually missed that.
Yeah, someone on Twitter posted a scene from the episode Daredevil was running away, and in the window of the store, it looked like the Watcher's face. They thought it maybe just been a coincidence or triggered a light, but then,
I see it.
But then
wow.
Marvel confirmed it's real. That was an intentional Easter egg. The Watcher is watching.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, you got to be eagle eye to catch that. That's crazy.
What is it like? That's definitely shout out.
Yeah. I will say, and slight spoiler, but not really. The closing scene.
We don't do non-spoilers for TV shows. We do it for movies.
Okay. So like, what did it for me, and I didn't notice it initially right away until I like kind of ran it back a little bit. When you see Wilson with the belt, and we don't know if she is. I mean, she has to be, but when he hits the belt, and then you just see him with the gun, you can see Vanessa in the background, and it's like there.
Yeah, I saw I saw that the first time. I was like, because I know Bullseye doesn't miss.
Well, it's understandable why he would miss here, and he did technically miss because I don't think he was counting on Wilson, hitting it with the belt and then shattering it.
But that's the brilliance of Bullseye. He did account for it because
that opening.
he
That
threw it with
opening
enough.
scene, though.
That opening scene was.
Yeah.
But
I'm a little over the place.
he threw
But
it
that
with enough.
opening scene.
But he made sure he threw it with enough force so that even if it if it got shattered, the pieces still hit. It was still what it hits up. Like he's fucking insane. Like that opening, which we saw in that opening where we got to see a day in the life.
Oh my god!
Of Bullseye. Oh, that's so well done. I know you were glazing that.
Even the blue Marvel logo is cool. Like I don't think they've ever changed the color of that logo. Like in the opening, like I can't see. This is what I was talking about when we were talking about Wonder Man. How like I appreciate how good Wonder Man was, but when they're taking a slot and creating a Marvel show, this is kind of what I want out of it. Like they can make a million different shows, and when it has Marvel in it, I'm kind of hoping for a pure Marvel storyline. And there was some to it in Wonder Man. I don't want to rehash that, but I think this is as good as anything they've ever had on Disney Plus. Like,
oh, for sure.
I mean, you could tell they got the right people. Last season, we know that they had rewrites and stuff like that. This time around, we know that like this team is on point. Like all the little things are there. Let's not get carried away. Like, listen, I think this happens like it's like recency bias that happens anytime there's anything like that's recent. But like I do think I do think that
I think it should be in Marvel. I think it should be in Marvel Rivals. Actually, teased him, and in one of the Friday Deadpools. Shout out to Danny.
I don't mind it, and I think what's his name? Wilson Bethel, Winston Bethel,
Winston.
the guy that plays Daredevil or Bullseye.
I don't know the actor's name.
I know his last name is Bethel. He's really good. He actually was on like this judge show where he was a lawyer, and the person that played Misty Knight was like the judge, and he was a lawyer, and they were like best friends.
I vaguely remember that show.
Yeah, like it was really weird to see him go from being Bullseye to that, but like he's really good. I like him a lot, and he's been just everybody's been fire. Like honestly, like even the White Tiger girl is really good. I like what she's doing. Like all just like the little subtle details, like they really paid attention. I'm just all in on this, man. It's so good.
Yeah. I could tell. I knew it was going to get. I knew it was going to be really good because people were definitely, obviously, grifters aside, there were people who weren't as excited about season one, but that's because it started kind of slow, but we understood, they had all the rewrites and everything like that. But I knew, it was getting better each episode. Like the further we got along, the better it was getting. So we could tell, like, oh, this is their vision.
Yeah, very much the CIA guy.
He's
Wilson's right hand man.
Yeah, he's he was one of the screw faces in Scream. He was.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was one of the villain. I think he was the first one. I think he was the first Scream villain. I think he was in a Frighteners too.
Are we thinking about that? No, you're thinking about Matthew Lillard, I think. Oh, you know what? I thought you were talking about Wilson, like the English guy. That's what I thought you were talking about.
No, the CIA dude.
Never mind. He is. Well, is he CIA? I think he works for who does
he is CIA.
Who does Julia Louis-Dreyfus like? Isn't she whoever her character is with?
Yeah, Madam Hydra. She's what is, I don't know her current job, but she is CIA. I thought
she was like Watchtower.
she throws around, she orders around the CIA. Like we saw that a little bit in Wakanda Forever.
She is CIA.
And it was mentioned in Daredevil Born Again that that Matthew Little's character is CIA. Yeah, she does stuff off the books, but she is involved with the CIA.
Gotcha. I mean, Lillard's good. I like his confidence, like, is able to kind of last through, like, the bad stuff that happened.
Yeah. I like that he's so locked in as a character that D'Onofrio mentioned that he actually, because they're all in character, he actually
hated being in the room with him.
Like he really legitimately hated doing scenes with him because they were both in character, and even though they're friends in real life, and he's like, oh, I was a nice guy, like his character is just getting under his skin.
I have to say, I met him at Rhode Island Comic-Con last year. When I was waiting in line. Actually, it was not this year; it was the year before. So, 24. I was waiting in line to meet Skeet Ulrich, who is also one of the stream guys, and they were side by side. And he just walked up and down like both lines, and just like talked for a second or two with everybody. So like he came by me and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Just shook my hand, and it was like really cool because like they were waiting for them to officially like open. Buck, yeah, that's the guy I was trying to think of. Buck, I like Buck a lot.
Yeah, that whole scene was awesome. Like he thought he had the jump on Fisk. He just instantly. I knew he was going to lose the quick draw, but I was like, ooh. And he still didn't let it rattle him that much. Like he definitely feels like a great CIA guy. And I'm glad that they're also, because one of my issues is that they kind of tried to make the CIA look like they're not, evil piece of shit like in previous Marvel projects, and I'm glad that they're fully embracing it here. No, this is what the CIA actually are. Like they're smuggling weapons. They're killing people. This is the real CIA. And he's a perfect agent. He's the perfect agent to act on behalf.
I feel like as far as pushing the story forward, I agree with Gabe. Like, I mean, she's got to. There's no way she makes it out of that. I feel like there's ways that they might like write it that she does, but I feel like Wilson, in order for Kingpin to take the next step into Kingpin, like she has to.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe they put her in a coma for a little bit. For an episode or two, and then Bullseye comes to finish her off.
They showed a lot of blood loss there, though, and I don't see any way coming out of that.
Yeah, she looks like she's cooked.
Yeah, but it's wild the way it all happened, and I honestly think that diner scene is like, I'm not gonna say it's not like that original hallway Daredevil scene, but it's up there.
It was definitely phenomenal. Seeing a Bullseye just set the trap and just take out ICE was just perfect. I mean the anti-vigilante group, like, and it was because he just had so much aura, like the casual is ordering the milkshake, like he was absolutely perfect, and I'm still not forgiving him for what he did to Foggy, but.
I love that he just looked and said, "I'm one of the good guys."
He thinks that.
And he meant every word of it.
Yeah, he's not trolling. That's what's great. He's an interesting guy because he's a straight shooter. Like he's very straightforward.
Yeah, I do think that they have done a great job of making the AVTV just evil,
just hard,
like super evil,
but believable too. Like not mustache twirling
Oh yeah, that main cop, like the way he went into that lawyer's office and is like, "Yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I don't need a warrant. I got a blank check for whatever the fuck I want to do."
Just
And he
don't.
plays it like so cocky too, like everybody owes him.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then they also kind of show kind of like the more nuance, like the one black cop who was like off the force because he was hurt, just seeing, it just kind of showed the other side of how he's like so desperate to get back on, even as we're seeing all this other, their colleagues getting killed, and Kingpin is willing to sell them out to the CIA. just like he doesn't care, but like they're addicted to that power rush. He wants to be part of it, because they legitimately think that they're doing good. Like those main guys, they think that they're actually doing good. They just believe that they shouldn't let pesky things like the law and civil rights stand in the way of their justice.
Everything that they've done has just been like so perfect. Like even like the tribunal,
Yeah.
like you see the lady judge come in, and that she just fucking hates this, but like she's doing her part because you can tell she's either scared or whatever, and the other judges are like, whatever, fuck it. And yeah, I the more you watch, like the more you realize and appreciate just all the little subtleties that they do. And Charlie Cox has been fantastic too. Karen has been really good.
I love them together. They're great.
Yeah, like they're great. I feel like there's I don't know, maybe it was a flashback. I feel like I saw that Foggy was in one of these episodes, but I don't know how he got out of that either, so I don't want to like count on it.
Definitely flashback, but I'm not counting on resurrection for Foggy. But it's crazy that these episodes have been so good, and we haven't even gotten Jessica Jones yet. Like,
I know.
And then we found out that we're getting the whole Defenders in season 3 because they were seen filming together.
Did I ever play the video for you of when I met Mike Coulter?
I don't believe so.
Hold on, because I didn't want to like make a big deal of it because I still feel awkward. I felt awkward about like recording like our meeting anyway. All right, hold on.
It is a big deal. You met Luke Cage.
Yeah, but
did he say "Sweet Christmas"?
He didn't. But I asked him. Hold on, I'm trying to get it to. All right, hold on. Let's do this.
Exactly.
I've never shared a video file. All right, we'll just share a screen. And we'll share audio. All right.
I agree. Bullseye actually would play a good reverse flash. There he is. Jay with his highway patrol glasses.
Good to meet you. Big.
You a selfie?
Oh yeah.
All right, let me get over.
So listen to my question for him.
Look how small you are.
Yeah, I know. Or how big he is.
That's what a man looks like.
Awesome to meet you. Are you gonna be back as Luke?
I cannot deny or confirm, but maybe.
I'll take that. Have a good one. I cannot deny or confirm.
Well, we can confirm now. All 3 of them are back. First Jessica Jones, and then her and Mike and Iron Fist were all spotted on set for.
I am 5'8". He is very tall.
You're also kind of a short king, but that's okay.
I'm not. I know I'm not the tallest, but like I'm not like a midget.
No, 5'8" is I think it's literally 1 inch above average.
So there you go.
But yeah, he's just very tall.
He was super nice. I mean, obviously it's a brief meeting, but he was like super nice. So
I could tell already that he's an amazing person that I would want to adopt me.
yeah. So like, I mean, I put it in my video for Rhode Island Comic Con, but like I didn't like blow it up like, oh, I talked to Luke Cage and he said I can't deny or confirm.
I mean, because that's literally nothing. But yeah.
But there are people that would push that and make a big deal about it, and I was just like, we'll just keep it for the people.
Jay has some class. He kept it to himself.
Yeah, 1 inch above average.
It's every inch counts, right, Jay?
Yep, exactly. So, but yeah, I cannot wait. I mean, yeah. I'll whatever.
5'10" would 5'10" is kind of useless because you're not close enough to 6 feet, but you're kind of close, and you're still in the 5 range. Like it'd be better if you were just 5'11", because then you could just say you're 6 feet. like that's kind of the worst height to be. Besides, Jay's height. But he seems so chill. I have never gone to any of these cons, but I definitely would consider making a trip if I could get some of these people together. If I could see Mike and Charlie Cox in person and
so I was supposed to meet Charlie Cox, but the line was insane.
I imagine.
Like it was like I was there early too. Actually, that was the day I got there like 10 minutes after they opened, and the line was already diabolical.
Yeah. If I would put up with it just to see Charlie and Kristen. I would love to meet her.
Well, the thing was that I waited for 2 hours before I gave up, because I'm like, there was no end in sight. Like
Twitter, I would have been there before. I would have been there at the break of dawn.
Yeah, I tried to get there earlier, but I had to drive an hour, and it's whatever. At least I got refunded because I like pre-bought my meet and greet and whatever. So
can't wait to smash all the NPCs in Fable and catch video game. You can indeed get married and have babies in Fable. But yeah, I did see that it's reportedly internally delayed according to leakers, but it's still expected out in the fall of 2026. So fingers crossed. But but besides Daredevil Born Again, Disney Plus had dropped another banger.
Yeah, Darth I have Maul. Not caught up on anything else, so that's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate for you. When I saw the announcement for Maul, I was like, oh, that came out of nowhere. I mean, it looked fire because I'll never miss an opportunity to see some Darth Maul, but I wasn't expecting too much, though. In general, the animated Star Wars stuff is much better than live action stuff typically, so I thought this would at least be pretty good, and holy fuck, it's amazing.
Yeah, I meant to get into that, but this weekend has been like a lot of housework because we needed it. So
Jay had to put on his apron and bake some cookies. We get it.
Well, my brother was available today to help clean out the garage. So he still has like lots of his stuff in there. Like he probably has like 10,000 comic books in my garage right now. So we had to like get a lot of the junk that was in there from the winter, and we brought he works maintenance at a property. So we brought it there and like, so we could get the free trash removal basically. And then a snowplow wrecked my mailbox like 2 years ago, and we temporarily put it in an orange like Home Depot bucket, and we're waiting to like find a permanent solution, and then just kind of like kept kicking the can down the road. Well, I finally figured out what we could do with it, and that was a process too. Yes, it is Sam Witwer.
Yes, and he is cooking. I'm a big Maul fan. The aura he showed in Phantom Menace lived on. And I wasn't sure how they would handle giving him his own show, but they're handling it. I highly recommend checking it out. It's really well done. The animation is top tier. Maul's an absolute badass. It's an interesting story so far. Maul's leading. So far, it's like a little revenge plot where Maul is like leading his forces against crime bosses that betrayed him.
Yeah, isn't this like around the Solo era?
Yeah,
because we see him at the end of Solo, or I don't know if we see him or we just like we see him as a hologram, right?
Yeah, it definitely takes place after the Clone Wars.
Right. So it's like if you watch Solo, he's like the Shadow Syndicate, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure the exact timeline yet, but I know, because we haven't. There's probably some nerds probably figured it out by now, but there are definitely some clues. We saw some Mandalorians. He's working with the Mandalorians in this one, so it's before the fall of Mandor, potentially.
Yeah, well, I plan on watching it. I just like I said, got tied up with all that. So
no, we will not accept your excuses, sir.
Well, when I have like a bunch of fresh strawberries later on, it'll be worth it.
It will not. I don't. The only Avengers players that I know besides me and Jay that are playing Marvel Rivals. Actually, we're the only ones I know that from playing Rivals. High Ruler doesn't play anymore. Bob doesn't play. Peter plays. Peter and Doom play. They're not. They'll just make.
Doom's playing right now.
Yeah, they'll make content around it though. But
right.
But
I don't really know any others.
I think me and you are the only, and I guess Caboose technically, but he wasn't really. He dipped his toes in Avengers, but he wasn't like a super Avengers creator. But Caboose doesn't even really post about Rivals anymore anyway. So it's mainly just me and Jay who from the Avengers days who make Marvel Rivals content. But shout out to Casual. He's enjoying a deep dish pizza right now.
Casual is technically our third man of this podcast, so
yeah,
he will always be. We're like he's not like he used to be on. He just hasn't been on in a while.
His spirit lives with us every day.
The deep dish is just too strong.
Yeah, he couldn't, and we respect it. And whenever he can pull himself away from the deep dish, he'll pop in, show some love.
I guess technically Miller.
Oh yeah, Miller. True.
The biggest of all of us.
Miller did. Me, Jay Miller, and Miller is probably me and Miller are probably the most prolific in terms of how often we post Rivals content. Yeah, because I got Miller. Yeah, Miller went from the leak god of Marvel's Avengers, but he's gone legit in Rivals. He's now like an official reporter, type of deal. He doesn't do leaks anymore. He had to clean up his act so he could get in good with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a good decision. He still has a lot of access, but now they don't hate him anymore. So
it's always nice.
It works out. So shout to Miller. Yeah, maybe. I think. We'll see if their Rivals is adding a bunch of PvE stuff this year. So maybe that'll get some of the OGs back to try it out a bit more. And actually on that note, I covered this on the channel. Our Lord Guang did an interview, and
I saw that.
And he talked about the direction they're going to take. They're taking Rivals, and this year of PvE isn't just a one-off. We're getting the Path to Doomsday event, which is every season essentially. They're dropping a new game mode that basically recreates parts, iconic part from from each of the Avengers movies this month. As soon, I don't know if they'll do it on launch day, but maybe the week after. Next, we're getting Loki in Avengers 2012. That's a 4v1 mode where we recreate the Battle of New York. That's going to be a lot of fun. And ends in December is when the final one drops based on Doomsday. But according to Guang, their plan for Rivals is to move it away from just being a standard 6v6 PvP experience. He described their plans as they wanted to be a moving anime experience. So there's going to be a lot more PvE content incoming. A lot more. They're leaning a lot more into that aspect of the game, and I, for one, am here for it. I think I said from the very beginning, the fact that they made this third person on top of having a Marvel IP means they had to lean into the PvE, because I knew a lot of people were going to try out the game, but you weren't going to be able to keep the majority of them for just having the standard 6v6, because a lot of people who tried it because it was a third person Marvel game. But those are people that they played Spider-Man and Marvel's Avengers and Ultimate Alliance and Marvel Heroes. So if they didn't get hooked on the PvP stuff, they were going to bounce, which they did. They still kept a decent core audience all this time, but we saw when they dropped that Marvel Zombies mode, a ton of people came back to try it out. So I think this is a great idea for them.
I've said this before. They have an opportunity with this game where they already have all these models and they already have all these environments to turn this into essentially Marvel Fortnite, where not like apple to apple Fortnite, but like the way that Fortnite has all these other games in the game, or maybe even Roblox, like they have an opportunity to like have all right, here's our characters in this game, and here's all these other things you can do other than play Overwatch. You know what I mean? And if they just keep doing that,
I think that's a good chance. I think they probably should avoid the user generated thing, because I think that hasn't panned out.
I agree.
For Roblox or Fortnite, but I definitely think for sure adding some more of these game modes, because there's a lot they could do. Like with what they've shown they can do, with the variety, whether it's the Winter Splash Festival, the auto chess, they could do kind of anything. Like we saw a little bit of the zombies mode. That's kind of like a roguelite experience, but I'm sure they could pull off like an Ultimate Alliance type of mode, or a Marvel Heroes Patrol type of mode.
So that's what I think, because you've got this story, okay, and you have to like read most of it. And if they just make those, like, I don't know, man, I just feel like there's an opportunity there where you can like take the actual maps that we're playing on and have us like wind through them in some kind of a story with what we're reading happening in the background, even if it turns these levels into like 10-12 minute levels. We're battling like the forces, we're doing whatever we have to do. They're like it's more than just escorting a cart. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, like, because obviously a lot of people wanted the ability to play through the MCU stuff, which is going to be great. But the rival story itself was really interesting. Like the story, like, because I read all the gallery cards, but I remember in season 3 we had the Null thing, and it was kind of disappointing that we could only just read it, because it sounded epic. Like Null revived. They had to fight Hela, transformed Hela, and then they fought Null, and all this crazy shit happened with all these power-ups. Like it sounded like that would be an epic boss fight, series of boss fights.
I would love to see stuff like that. I gotta get a water.
But appreciate the follow, Marnie. There's a game called Blackwood. It's like John Wick style game. Never heard of it, but definitely looking forward to the actual John Wick, and shout out to 007 dropping next month. Escorted enough cars to Suicide Squad. Valid. Yeah, it's like the escorting the carts is cool, but I wanna escort some ass whoopings to some villains. Like I'm trying to I need something else to do other than play doing the 6v6 stuff. Not to even mention all the issues with the matchmaking and everything like that. But it's just I think it's just a great opportunity just to have those replay those moments, because the stories legitimately are really interesting. Like you had the season 1 fighting a horde of vampires throughout New York, ending with a fight against Dracula. You had fighting Ultron and his forces on Krakoa during that season. They have you're going to have the martial arts tournament with the in the heavenly cities. Like there's so much cool shit they could do with just the in-game story before even getting into recreating different parts of the MCU, because they didn't even go that as far as they could have with the Marvel Zombies mode. Like it was based on a show, but there was there were a lot more characters they could have added. There were more parts of the show they could have adapted. Like that final battle with Hulk versus Scarlet Witch and her forces. Like they even just going through the zombies mode, they could add a lot more. Appreciate the 5 again. Uncharted. Yeah, we also just heard Uncharted officially. There is an Uncharted game in development report according to leaks at Naughty Dog. I think that's the other single player game they're working on. So shout out to Uncharted fans. Go ahead, Jay.
I think I was just about to agree with you. Like, it's exactly what I think. I think if there were like single player modes like that really kind of flesh that story out a little bit, it would be great, because we just see those motion comics and stuff. And yeah, I do know that they have a comic that I don't know who's reading that. I don't even know if it's actually printed.
I know they do have physical issues of comics. I include them in the my affiliate stuff for my videos. You could add affiliate links related products to your videos, but I signed up for Marvel Unlimited because I was trying to get the exclusive Rivals tie-in rewards, and I just ended up keeping it for the year. And it's been pretty useful for doing lore research. But I started catching up on the Infinity comic, which is the one that, because there's different comic runs, but the Infinity one is the one that ties in to the game's main story and like kind of expands on it and does other side stories. And it's actually pretty solid. Like I just finished the current arc where it's they follow the Kingpin and his plans. They specifically focus on the Hood, his origin, and within this rival story, which was really interesting.
Breaking news.
Got some breaking news.
Doc Rivers is out as the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm shocked. I can't believe it.
I knew you would appreciate that.
I think the question is, how does Doc Rivers what blackmail does Doc Rivers have on people that he keeps getting hired?
I'll tell you something crazy. Who is the kid that they signed? Cam Thomas?
Yeah, they waived him again.
Apparently, he was like leaking stuff, and that's why they dropped him. That was the real reason they released him.
Oh my.
Yeah, I saw like something the other day, and like Doc was pretty blunt about it, and he didn't say it by name, but he heavily implied that there was a player they had to let go for reasons like that.
He just sabotaged his own career at this point.
And that was the only person that added up.
Can't help him. I will, like, before I was like, whatever, but if you're even vaguely interested in Marvel comics, I definitely recommend Marvel Unlimited because it's pretty cheap. like I think it's like $50 if you just want to get the whole year, and you just get access to like most of the Marvel comic collection.
I think it's like 2 months after release, because it's better than DC Infinite, because DC Infinite is like 6 months.
Yeah,
which is kind of wild.
And you get new comics every week, like the Rivals Infinity comic. Goes if you're interested in keeping up with the Rivals stuff, that comic goes up every Thursday, and is right there on the app. You know, whenever you want to read it. So if you're just a bunch of Marvel stuff you just want to catch up on, or there's a hero that you get introduced to, you want to learn more about them, it's actually a really convenient way to just kind of look up and catch up on stuff.
Yeah, one of the reasons I got a new tablet was so I could hopefully read more. I've only read to issue 4 of the Marvel Rivals comic, but I need to keep going.
Yeah, once I saw, like, I was interested before. I was definitely interested that there was some, like, the Gambit and Thieves Guild Deadpool issue was really good, but then when I saw they were doing the Hood, I was like, oh, like I gotta check this out. And it's actually a really good fucking story.
Nice.
With the Hood, how they introduced the Hood and tied it in with Kingpin, and we kind of get us a look at the other side of Mayor Kingpin, because we obviously know Kingpin doesn't really give a fuck about the city. He's always up to no good, and his story is tied closely into Parker's. I thought they did a really good job there. I appreciate it. I think it was really good. I have a tablet somewhere. I don't use it. I still read physical books.
Yeah, comics is one of the things. If I buy a comic book, I'm not ever opening the cover. It's because it's the collectible in me.
Yeah. I get the graphic novels. So
I usually do that, and I actually have a couple right here. The next one I want to read is this one.
Yeah,
I've heard this is where the story gets good.
I gotta catch up on my Absolute Batman. I gotta sit down and read, because I've had Absolute Batman and a new Corey Kinship manga just sitting on my table, and I haven't had time to touch them.
I read the first chapter of the graphic novel for Absolute Batman, and it's cool, but I didn't understand 100% yet why this is like such a massive success off of that first run. And I was told that when Bane comes in, that's when it gets like, that's when it goes overboard. And I've heard that Absolute Wonder Woman might actually be the best story of the bunch.
That's when I first got word of like the Absolute universe. That's the first thing I saw was Absolute Wonder Woman, and everyone was talking about Absolute Wonder Woman is like amazing, DC's back and all this other stuff. And then the Absolute Batman stuff dropped, and people were like, "Oh my!" So yeah, I think it's definitely worth getting both.
Yeah, so it's basically just alternate universe, and it's honestly it's like Marvel Ultimate Universe, you know what I mean? So I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like I don't love, like, I'm not like the biggest fan of multiverses and everything, but I do think it's kind of cool to take all these characters, clean slate it, alternate universe. This is how it could have been, kind of thing. So I do appreciate that, but I don't know.
I have no qualms about it as long as it's good. And I'm just thinking like, man, one Absolute Wonder Woman was popping off right after they canceled the Wonder Woman game, and the only DCU show involving Wonder Woman takes place on Themyscira and doesn't have Wonder Woman in it. like what the fuck is going on? What are we doing here?
Del Carter just tweeted, quote, "I hope Microsoft doesn't cancel that Blade game." And then he adds, "They wouldn't freaking dare. That reveal trailer got 10 million views. Perfect Dark couldn't break 2.
Valid point.
Interest is there.
I appreciate the 2, Armani. As far as I know, Bond and Nathan Drake are pretty much the same physically, but shout out also Wonder Woman and also Martian Manhunter have the best writing. Yeah, I think I'm going to just grab a couple more and just force myself to to catch up on some reading at some point in the next week. But yeah, I'm not worried about Blade. Yeah, the last time we the I think it was the head of the studio, but yeah, he gave an update not that long ago saying the game's still development, still fine. I think we actually should probably see something June for the Xbox showcase for Blade. I'm hearing, because yeah, normally Fable, I think that's obviously still coming, but there was a time where it looked like Fable could be canceled because the game's been in development like 9 years. Like Perfect Dark was in development for 6 years and just essentially just made no progress.
Yeah.
But Blade is actually targeting, because I saw their internal documents, they're targeting 2027 November. So we're close enough where I'm fairly certain it should be safe, especially since there was genuine hype for that, and Arcane seems pretty safe. Like obviously Arcane Austin, not so much, but but I don't think Xbox wants to get rid of another legendary studio. After they just got this huge leadership shakeup. Yeah, the last thing they want to do is announce, oh, by the way, that game you're all looking forward to, yeah, we're canceling that. We're canceling that Marvel game. We already, because the other thing you got to keep in mind is that there is also the sunk cost. Like Black Panther, they canceled it because the game had basically just made no progress. It was was still in pre-production, but if the game is far along, it seems pretty far along. So at this point, canceling it doesn't really make any sense because of the money they've already spent, and they probably feel kind of safe because it's Marvel and it's a popular character. So it seems like kind of as safe as a game could be. like it really wouldn't make sense unless we find out they've no progress all this time. I think it should be fine.
Indeed.
Yeah, Blade is definitely a day one. Yeah, the Black Panther thing, their mistake was that they were definitely way too ambitious. Like, you got to kind of know your personnel. Like you leave Warner Bros. Because the leadership were morons and trying to force them to just do trend chasing slop. But then you go to EA and your first game, you decide, okay, we're going to do a Marvel game and we're going to just be so ambitious while building a new studio from scratch that we're going to take all these years just on pre-production. You can't do that. Like EA is about their money.
Yeah, you would think your first game is going to be a little safer.
And that's the problem. Like, they could have made it safer. But they decided, oh no, we're going to do this big Nemesis system thing with Black Panther. They could have made kind of a straightforward third-person action game, and it would have been fine.
And it's wild. When I went to Summer Game Fest, it was 2 years ago at this point, 24. The head of Marvel Games, I can't remember his name, but he did a presentation. And I obviously went because you want to be seen. Danny Koo is there. That's when I met Danny Koo. And after it was over, I was just kind of lurking and just wanted to talk to him and everything, waiting my turn. There was the person that talked to him ahead of me was like, oh yeah, I'm so and so, I'm working on the new Black Panther game and this and that. And I was like, oh, it's interesting to see people out for that. You know what I mean? So it's weird that we're never gonna get that. But I mean, we haven't heard anything about the Iron Man game either. Has that been like?
Yeah, the last we heard from the last I heard about the Iron Man game was from an article from Insider Gaming. They mentioned that because of Battlefield 6, a bunch of studios that were forced to work on it had to delay some of their other projects internally, and they mentioned that Motive and their Iron Man game was caught up in that. So it's going to take longer to come out just because Motive had to divert resources to work on Battlefield 6, which sucks even more when we later find out that they're laying people off who work for Battlefield 6 already, and the player numbers have fallen off. So it's like they could have been cooking Iron Man all this time, and you forced them to work on Battlefield 6, and then only to turn around and just stab everyone who worked on it in the back. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about any of that. Battlefield 6 breaks my heart because like Battlefield is my favorite shooter of all time. Like Bad Company 2, the memories I have playing that game, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, like I just played the ever loving, like there was like a straight run of those games coming out where that was like my number one most played, I started my channel to post my Battlefield Bad Company 2 videos. So 6 just didn't resonate with me, and like it sucks. Like I literally played it for like the first week and then I never played it again.
Whoa. Yeah, that's saying something considering how much you love your
well, you know what it is? It's like I was having good games in the tanks and some of the smaller maps, but then I went to one of the bigger maps, and like every time I crossed out of my spawn, something was already auto locking me, and like it was just a constant game of like not getting auto locked and attacked. I was like getting wrecked just coming out of spawn, and I'm like, all right, this is ridiculous. Like this game just came out. Auto locking weapons should not be available to infantry at this point. Like that should be like later on in the unlock system. Like what is happening? And like I was so annoyed, and I just like I don't want to play this game. If everybody is just going to have some kind of a lock-on missile that can just hit me every single chance they can like see me from any range, and like I can't like do much about it, like I don't want to play it this way because I like being in a tank is my favorite thing. So I don't think they were cheating. I just think
I heard Battlefield definitely had a cheating issue, but I saw a lot of complaints saying that weren't bringing up Call of Duty, everything like that. Yeah, I played like a little bit of the beta, and I was just like, because I wasn't interested to begin with.
No, it shouldn't make sense because like you didn't unlock the auto locking rocket launchers until you were like level 42 in other Battlefield games. So like you should only be starting with a standard RPG, and at that it was literally launch day. There was no way people were should have been a level high enough to have that attachment or that extra weapon. Like I understand, like dude, I had platinum tank mines in Bad Company 2. Like I was engineered to my core, but like I don't know, man. It really just irked me. And in 24, I played a lot of 2042 just by myself because they had that the portal, and you could just basically go into a map with all bots. And I was like, you know what? I'm satisfied with this. I don't have to deal with real people being tryhards, just trying to ruin everybody's day. Yeah. And I can just go play and just have fun. And that's what I did a ton. But and maybe that's changed since. But like when I was trying to go in the portal on launch day, it was like never what I was looking for. So I don't know.
They should have called you in to do some testing.
there was a time where I was, it's actually crazy. One of the like people that manages creators, I've met him in real life. He follows me on Twitter, and I've had like no interaction with him about the game, even though I've messaged him. I hate when there's like people that have low Twitter engagement and they don't even acknowledge you. And at a certain point, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. Cause like I'm not one of those people that like will reply to like work related stuff all the time. I actually rarely do. I usually respond when like they're talking about like he's a Cleveland Indians or Guardians fan. So like when he's talking about the Guardians, I will respond to something like that, And like I don't even get reactions to that. And like no one else is replying to him. So it's weird. But like when we met, it was great. He knew who I was because he was with 2K at the time. So I don't know, man.
Maybe
Stuff like that is weird to me.
Maybe he hates you now.
He might, and that's fine. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've been really good the last 6 months or so. You notice there's been like little drama, like very little like me responding negatively to people.
I got in more drama than you did when I tweeted on April Fools that I was Crimson Desert.
I missed that.
Yeah, almost 500,000 views.
Oh wow. I'm like I've become a little bit of a drive-by tweeter. I just kind of like post and then like dip.
Yeah, I don't post. I just kind of most part. I just dip through, maybe send a retweet or two.
Sometimes like I do from time to time like go to your like channel. Like I'll put it this way, like if we looked right now, you're the 6th last account that I like searched to go to, behind Borderlands, Fire Monkey, Miller, and 2 other people that are local kind of things. So I'll like oh, I haven't heard from Sadat in a minute. What's he doing? Oh, okay. Nothing.
Nothing but getting yelled at by Crimson Desert fans.
Yeah. I decided to skip that game, not because I think it's bad. I just didn't think I would have the time to invest into it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest issue. Like I do appreciate that they're essentially just doing 5 new patches a week, like to adding new stuff to the game. But yeah, like it was rough, especially on launch day, because it's definitely a game that demands that you invest a lot more time than most games. Like most games is like, okay, an hour or two in, I kind of get the gist of it and know whether or not I want to keep playing. Crimson Desert is like, okay, if you play at least 10 hours of this game, it's going to get pretty decent. And when you get to 20 hours, then it's going to be really like, that's just a lot to ask for, most people. But if it's your type of game, then, obviously it can vary. You may enjoy it more. But for me, even as someone who was looking forward to it, after about 5 hours, I was like, okay, it's fine. And then it didn't really click for me until the 25-hour mark, around that range. And then at around the 50-hour mark, I was just like, all right, this is just boring. And I just got to get annoyed because they fortunately they keep adding more quality of life changes, but the game had a lot of issues that the players, that the Glazers were trying to obscure. Like the controls, there were glitches and bugs, and it was just a lot of bullshit. And I was just like,
when you talked about the control scheme, that was kind of, I was like, yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, it was just like it was a lot of friction, as we'll say, in the way of your enjoyment of the game a lot of times. So it's just like it can be rough, but I do appreciate they're adding more stuff.
I did jump back into Borderlands 4 because they did just drop a new Vault Hunter.
I saw. I haven't jumped back in yet. I've got quite a backlog building up already. I'm almost done South of Midnight. I want to finish that.
Oh, nice.
Starfield.
Oh my god. I watch you trying to do the lockpick, and I'm like, dude, you had it right like 5 times, and then you kept backing out. I'm like, what are you doing? You had it.
I was rage baiting Jay.
Dude, I promise you, I took it that way. Like I couldn't believe it, and then you just stopped. You're like, oh, fuck that. I'm like, what the fuck? You just had it. I couldn't. It's whatever.
As soon as you left, I immediately finished it.
I did might have. I walked away. I left you running because I came back with something else playing.
Yeah.
So
as soon as I saw you, as soon as you started, you stopped commenting. I was like, all right, let me finish this.
No, so like I left you running though. I got up and walked away and didn't come right back apparently.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I finished it, killed the got into my shootout and got on the ship. I didn't have time to play it like I wanted to. I originally was going to play it at like 11 when the embargo hit, but I had a Rivals video to finish. Which I thought I'd be able to finish because I wrote everything, I edited everything. All I needed were the actual assets, but then they delayed the assets. I'm like, okay, well, it should be like an hour or two. Ended up being a 5-hour delay with no warning, with no heads up on the ETA. So I had to wait. So by the time I got around to playing Starfield, it was kind of late. So I'm gonna go back to it. I think I saw that we have access to the store, so I think I could download mods on it.
I think mods disable achievement or trophies, which you might not care about, but I had intended on starting over with. I want to do the Star Wars thing, but apparently that's only on PC.
That's the only one I wanted to do. I just want the Star Wars mod. I if I can just get a few Star Wars mods, I would do that. At the very least, give me a Mandalorian costume.
Yeah, when I saw your thumbnail, that's when I was like, oh wait, maybe you can do the mod on PlayStation, but nope, just stop clickbaiting me.
Damn right. I assume we'd be able to though, because we could do it on Xbox.
Can you?
I'm pretty sure you could do it on Xbox.
Ooh, I might have to check into that. It's a really good game. Like, I know that a lot of people expect a lot more, but it's space Fallout, like I really liked the story. It's a little weird. But I really enjoy the game. I'm hoping that PlayStation players, other than apparently Travis, like maybe just blow some condensed air in there. There might be some dust issues. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't crash. I didn't have any crashes, but I only had one glitch where I had to do grav jump to get to the next planet for the mission, and like the whole thing like glitched. It wouldn't let me grab jump. It wouldn't let me pull up the menu or anything like that. So I just had to essentially just reload the checkpoint. Shout to Marvel's Avengers, and it immediately fixed it. Always reload the checkpoint. Never so it goes wrong. Like works almost every time.
Yeah. Well, I was glad to see people enjoying it. Borderlands 4 DLC, a little short. Skis in the chat. Him and I played through. I did see a lot of people upset it was a little short. I liked the story. The story was really cool. It involved a lot of Moxie, and Moxie's my queen. So the new Vault Hunter is really cool. I've seen a lot of people say he's the best Vault Hunter. They did a lot of I think they did the best quality of life change they could have possibly done, which is now your what do you call it? Your progression is linked to all your characters, because it used to be you had to like go in and like, all right, I'm starting, I started with Rafa and now I'm going to Marlowe, and you have to like find everything again. But now once you do everything, it's there for all your characters. You do have a way to opt out of that because some people like to go through that again, but I mean, but the $30 for the DLC isn't just the DLC, it's also the new Vault Hunter. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, so it's fine.
People are going to be spoiled by Crimson Desert because they're adding all this new shit for free.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but like there were other packs that they had that were free.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
It's fine. I got to get back into Borderlands. I want to at least finish the main game at one point. I was locked in on the Ghost of Yote. I was ready to do the raid, but then found out couldn't do the fucking raid because you had to do all the incursion missions beforehand, which they didn't mention. So, so I only had one to do, and it takes a while because you got to do the incursion. You got to do it's like 4 incursions, and to unlock them, you have to do 3 story missions and then the incursion. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm just not gonna bother. But I looked into and the raid has no matchmaking, of course. So it was going to be the whole thing of trying to find a team, which shouldn't have been a problem, but I was just like, I'm just going to call it and try again maybe later. But I saw people already clearing the raid. I saw the first person I saw post about it. They cleared it in over 2 hours. Apparently, it took them basically just 2 hours just to beat the final boss raid. Oof. That the first part 1 of the raid, they said it took like 40 minutes. Part 2, they took 2 hours, mainly because they died 300 times on the final boss, trying to beat him. And then like literally 2 days later, I saw someone cleared this group cleared the whole raid in 7 minutes. Barely they found all these exploits that allowed them to essentially skip all the puzzle pieces, all the puzzle parts, and go to the boss, and then they all, of course, just picked 3 archers and just headshotted them to death. Because that's obviously how you deal with bosses. Just play archer and headshot them. So that's the method for how they melt down the boss. They just drop. They each just. It was pretty fun watching the coordination. They each drop a smoke bomb so no enemies will target them, and then just pop their ability with their gun and shoot him in the head. Then drop another smoke bomb, then another smoke bomb, another smoke bomb, and then he just dies. And then like literally less than 24 hours after they posted their 7-minute clear, somebody posted a 6-minute clear.
Oh my god!
It's like, bro,
that's wild.
Like you guys don't shower. Like what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? I think my biggest takeaway was that people will do anything to not deal with those dumbass puzzles. like holy, I hear they are much worse than the ones in Tsushima raid.
Gotcha.
They weren't. I heard it is where they weren't hard. They were just kind of like boring. Just like it kind of just in the way.
I see people talking about Pragmata. I want to get into that game. I played the demo and it was okay. I like it, but
I enjoyed the demo. I'll be able to play more of it. Wink, wink. In the next week, maybe you'll see me a little early before the launch day, playing it. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Shout out to Capcom. But I think I like that it looks unique. I like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, Death Stranding in space, but I like that they are trying something different with the mechanics, because I wasn't sure exactly how well it would flow with like the hacking mini games during combat, but actually surprisingly was fun.
Yeah, it's not bad, but that was my biggest reason why I don't think it's something that I would play. It wasn't hard, it wasn't bad. It's just distracting. And I didn't love that aspect. So I was just like, I'll skip that one. It was definitely on my radar. I gave it a chance.
I can appreciate it. I'll try to see how it evolves as the game goes along. But
yeah,
but I like at the very least I was like, okay, is it going to get in the way? I'm like, okay, so it's not that bad. So
it's not that bad. It is just a little distracting to me, and I did enjoy the demo though. Like, it was good, and I think I would probably enjoy the game for the most part. But I don't know. I'm gonna skip on that one.
He's not on LSD. He just likes feet. It's a difference. Shout out to Kojima. No, I still haven't actually played Death Stranding. I have.
Me either.
I have it. I intend to one day play Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2.
I do not intend on playing it.
I think I should at some point. It's I hear great things for them usually. Looking forward to only shit. Capcom's going to have a good year. Like we'll see how Pragmata hits, but they already succeeded for the year with the Resident Evil Requiem, and we're going to get more content for that. And then they got Onimusha Way to Sword coming out later, and we could see some of them at next week's State of Play. We finally got the bat signal. Once again, it was Nate the Hate. This time, Jeff Grubb. I was watching his show, and he mentioned that someone had mentioned the rumor of the State of Play, and he hadn't looked into it yet, but he said, "Yeah, it sounds about right." And then Nate the Hate came out and confirmed from his sources that he heard that they're looking to target potentially April 16th. Couldn't confirm the date, but he said that's what he heard they're targeting, and it was going to be a more third-party focused State of Play. The last State of Play was kind of like a showcase. This one reportedly is going to be more third-party focused. So we should see. I'm guessing just based on the release schedule currently, I'm expecting we'll probably see Pragmata. Maybe we'll Pragmata, but it'll probably be out by the time it happens. But definitely Soros. I think we'll definitely see Soros since that's coming out in a few weeks. Onimusha Way to Sword. Could see that. Lego Batman I'm definitely expecting, and as well as James Bond, because they're both coming out next month. So we should those are definitely third-party games you can see.
May 22nd.
And yep, Lego Batman. Jay finally gets another Lego game. Finally.
Oh man, my national nightmare is over. I've literally been like making videos on even the littlest thing.
That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah, I just getting the algorithm kind of running again. Doing the best I can.
Show them that you're here. If you want some Lego Batman's you need to go to JayShockblast. I'm looking forward. The game looks really good. I'm definitely looking forward to collecting costumes. I'm curious to see what kind of DLC they're going to have, but
they've already announced it.
Oh well, there'll be more, I'm sure. But especially if the game is as successful as I think it's going to be.
I hope so. I really do, because I cannot. Like, it's been I just coming up that it's been 4 years since Skywalker Saga, and to go 4 years between Lego games, this is what's kind of killed me a little bit. Like, it used to be you'd get one mainline Lego game a year, and you'd also get like a smaller one. So you'd probably get like 2 full games in a calendar year. But they also had Lego Worlds, which had drops like every week, even if it was just a minor like build. Then you had Lego Dimensions, which would have drops every so often. And I just feel like I know that at one point they had 3 different offices working on different things. And I don't know what happened. I know there was like this big article that came out about how they were like always on the grind and like doing all the things that people hate and not
Crunch.
great. Crunch, yes, crunch. Not great, but and I know a lot of the like a lot of people left. A lot of the people that I knew left, you know, like their main leadership left and started 1010 and made Funko Fusion. So you know, I don't know, but like it's definitely a huge reason that that things, you know,
Slow
haven't
down.
worked out as much, slowed down a lot, you know.
Yeah. And that's all good, but you know, they got it. They should have thought of JayShockblast when they decided
I
to
know.
it's
I
like,
know. Like before Skywalker Saga, the last game was Lego Movie 2, which was 2019. So it was like 3 years, now 4 years, and you know, I don't know what's happening, what's going on. If they might have had a massive reduction in workforce, I'm assuming that has to be the case. I know they started with another engine,
yeah.
and I know the problems that they had with Skywalker Saga. Like it was tragic what happened to them. I don't know that it's ever really been like talked about too much, but like they got to a point where the final product was ready to be put together and a major core function did not work. And they had to redo all of it.
Oof.
And that's tragic. Like I don't want to go too far into it because like I don't know what I'm allowed to say and not allowed to say, but like I think it's been alluded to that there were some major issues, but it was tough and it's
Yeah, Jay had to
about
spend a lot of extra money to get them to catch back up.
exactly. So
He was not a happy man.
yeah.
He
So
was
but
actually slapping employees with $100 bills.
they're the good news is they pushed up release a week, so they should be in good shape.
Yep.
So
Yeah, game is only released earlier when they're confident. So there you go.
So
There you go. And but obviously the game I'm looking out for is Rise of Hydra because this is a crucial time.
yeah.
We got the state of play coming up. We're approaching Summer Game Fest season, so once again, Rise of Hydra is on the clock.
Gotta see something.
Gotta see something, or we're looking at or that's confirmation of another long-term delay to 2027. Hopefully not a full cancellation, but yeah, it's been almost 3 years since they dropped that trailer. There's still no gameplay. Like they gotta do something. Yeah, they gotta do something. Especially we're getting near to the midpoint of the year. You know, we're going to have kind of a busy fall. You're going to have Phantom Blade Zero and Wolverine both in September. Maybe GTA 6 in November. So they gotta show something. Like
I'm very excited for Phantom Blade Zero.
I was like when they first dropped that trailer at the PlayStation Showcase, that and Spider-Man 2 were the only games that made me like yell at that whole show. I thought it had so much sauce and I think Phantom Blade Zero has Wukong like potential. I think it's going to be a better game. But I could definitely see a lot of people pick it up because it's got like that soul aesthetic and you know it's soul coded, but they add the really cool, you know, fast paced, engaging, flashy combat, and it's also not so difficult that Jay can't fight his way through it.
I will say this: when I played it, there was no difficulty. It was one difficulty. I asked then if there would be other difficulties. They said they couldn't discuss it at the time, but wink, wink. So, from what I understand, it will have like easier difficulties than when I played it on. And I will say I had the advantage of watching Caboose do it first. So I kind of knew what to possibly do when it was my turn. but I beat the boss of that demo and he did not. So shout outs
So
to me.
yeah, you suck it, Caboose. No, shout out to Caboose. No, it's yeah, but that goes to show you if even Jay can beat the boss,
That is fair.
that means it is a casual friendly game, and so it should have a lot of wide reach on top of being cool. So I think it's going to be a big success for PlayStation.
And I really hate it. I really hate it when games take themselves so seriously that like they feel like they can't welcome themselves to a more casual game player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like
like
that.
they're literally saying I don't like money.
Yeah, like I because I want to play these games, man, but I don't want to invest time. Like that's my biggest thing with like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. I don't want to invest my time into a game where I can lose everything. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't want to do that. It's just not for me.
Jay hasn't had a good rage quit in a while.
I think I did.
What was your last rage quit on stream?
I don't remember, but I took it down. It was pretty bad. I rage quit at one of the Borderlands, not the recent DLC, but the one before it. I don't know. I'd have to look and see which live I went private with. I actually might have deleted it altogether.
That was that bad.
I got mad and I might have said something that I would not have wanted people to hear. Not like cancelable, but still not something I was proud of saying. So.
Not family friendly Lego Jay.
No, no. I didn't even actually fully say it. I stopped myself, but the stream got progressively worse after I started like internalizing. Why did you say that? Like that's such a stupid thing to say. And then I was like, and it's crazy because like I played that DLC again when I was like just doing stuff for the new DLC, and I got right through the part that was like I couldn't get through. It was so weird, and I got through it very easily. So I don't know what I did.
Don't put
No, I was not. Don't put that out there.
He would never. He listens to Kendrick. He listens to Kendrick Lamar.
I know. I listen to Kendrick now, so
I've actually been rewatching or actually catching up on and in some cases rewatching old reactions to the Kendrick and Drake V. So I was catching up with some streamers.
I do that when I get bored.
Yeah, I'll just be scrolling YouTube and sometimes stuff will come up now on the algorithm. I'm like, I'll just watch like multiple reactions to Not Like Us in a row because it was just great every time.
I like watching Euphoria reactions. Not Like Us are like it's cool, but like Euphoria and even Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
Like those reactions are like spooky.
I've been doing Euphoria more lately because I think even though Not Like Us was the biggest hit, I thought Euphoria was the better song.
Absolutely, 100% agreed.
I got to look at some Meet the Gram reactions next, but it just so good. One of the funniest ones was like Screwface Gene. I was watching his reactions early on, and it was just so funny watching how he would like because at the beginning he was like, I have mad respect for both of these guys no matter what. You know, he was giving Drake his props. It was just so funny to see how that progressively changed as Drake became more and more of a bitch. As if like he went from being like legitimately a Drake fan, even though he preferred Kendrick to just kind of disowning Drake after, which to be fair made sense because you know when you start suing somebody because you lost a rap battle like that, that's just over. Like just don't come back from that.
Yeah, who's the one that there's a white guy that does like incredible reaction videos, but they're always like super long.
Travis is sucking up. I appreciate it, Travis. But I'm not, but even if Travis is just sucking up, I will definitely never take the opportunity to not glaze Hammock. They are a post rock band, so not a lot of vocals. Usually don't have vocals. It's a very ambient, a lot of like it's very atmospheric. Really beautiful reverby guitars and soundscapes. It feels like a lot of it is like music that you would it'd be like a soundtrack to you're standing out in the woods and you look up in the sky, you see the northern lights, and you look around at all the beauty of nature, and that's kind of that vibe that hammock gives you. Great music, but the stuff that has lyrics too, fucking phenomenal. Like they actually remember that what was that one band? I think it was Yellow Card.
Okay.
What a Yellow Card?
They're like a pop punk band.
Ocean Avenue. Yeah, it was Yellow Card. Yeah, the ones that do Ocean Avenue. Yeah, Hammock actually did an EP collaboration with Yellow Card, and they did post rock versions of some of their biggest hits, including Ocean Avenue, and it's fucking phenomenal. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, there's a band with a very unfortunate name that I think is more of a metal version of your Hammock. They're called ISIS.
Oh god!
And, I mean, I saw them in like 2002, like well before all that, But
unfortunate.
Obviously named after the god.
Yeah.
But they, I think the drummer from Tool did some work with them. And I'm not a big Tool fan, but like they're very, very. They don't have a ton of like lyrics or anything either, but a little more metal than Hammock, but kind of in the same vein.
Probably a lot more metal, though.
Yeah.
Hammock doesn't do metal at all. They do have one song that kind of rocks, harder. It's not metal, but it is more aggressive. It's one of the ones that have lyrics. It's called Black Metallic, and it fucking rocks for sure, as the kids would say in your day. But it's not metal, but it is like leaning more into like more typical chart rock that you would expect, except that this one has a female vocalist. It's really fucking good. They're
speaking
I just love this band.
Speaking of metallic, Metallica just announced a new tour.
Another one.
Somehow, I don't know how, I have not seen Metallica live.
How?
I know. I had some opportunities and I just never did.
Weren't you literally a rock journalist?
Yeah. I just never did. And now we're getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to like bang out a Metallica show before they finally retire,
Yeah, what the fuck, Jay?
I know. Well, they just announced a new tour. It's mostly just them, and I saw Spirit Box was one of it was like their opener for one of their shows at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. My brother's like, "Oh, we should go get tickets." And we looked into it. First of all, like less than an hour in, everything was already like sold out, and everything was resale.
Of course.
The cheapest tickets were like $3,000.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And I'm like, fuck that. No thanks. But apparently, like the cheapest retail price was over $500.
Yeah,
and
makes
look,
sense.
People should make their money, but that is ridiculous.
I mean, it's Metallica. I mean, you should have saw them in the 90s, Jay, to be fair.
The one tour that I didn't go to, I was like this close. I should have gone. I was worried about work. I had just started at Bose. Was when they were on tour with Machine Head, and that would have been perfect. But I just didn't. So
don't know Portishead, but Gabe knows ball. Explosions in the Sky was kind of my gateway in the post rock. Shout out to Friday Night Lights, Elite Ball Knowledge. If you watch the movie and the show, they did the soundtrack for the movie Friday Night Lights, and then they had some of a little bit of it carried on into the show. They didn't do the intro, but they had some stuff in the show. But the main thing that put me on was the movie. I fucking love Explosion in the Sky. Your Hand in Mine is one of the best songs ever made. And then my buddy, because I liked Explosion in the Sky so much, that I was in a band with, he introduced me to Hammock, and I've never gone back. Is the show Ballers worth watching? The Rock and John David Washington. Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. It's like it's like Entourage, but with The Rock and less friends. It's more drama actually than that because it doesn't have that whole camaraderie aspect of Entourage, but it's very much in the Entourage style. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Always a good time. But yeah, The Rock was fine. Yeah, The Rock was actually decent, and I will say that The Rock was actually decent. And well, I know people give The Rock shit about his acting because he plays The Rock and everything, and he does play The Rock in this. but I thought he was solid, and John David Washington was really good. I think that might have been his first big role. This is before he got the Christopher Nolan movie and The Creator, stuff like that. So it was a nice little introduction to Denzel's kid. He's nice, good actor.
Yeah, I never watched it.
Yeah, if you liked Entourage, I think you'll like Ballers because they're very similar.
I'll watch it after I get caught up on Maul.
Yeah, you definitely. I would definitely not put Ballers ahead of Maul or the Boys.
Yeah, I gotta watch that too, I guess.
This season, the start of the season was so fucking good. I also love that all the chuds are now crashing out because the show they can't handle. The show is making fun of them because Homelander's basically Trump now. If he had superpowers, it's great. It's pretty great. And like when the Deep is now, he's basically like a Sigma Alpha, one of those Sigma podcast bros. he's doing that grift now. It's so fucking funny. But the show is so good. I love that we're just getting all this. Invincible has been really good. People didn't like the episode with Satan, but this last one was pretty fire too. I think literally the only thing holding Invincible back to me is just the animation. As it's not as good as season 1, and I still like it. It's still solid, but it's definitely not as good as season 1, and obviously it just doesn't compare to some of the great action anime that comes out every couple of months. Seeing all the crazy shit those anime studios are able to pull off, and then you watch Amazon knowing that their budget was like 10 times higher and the animation quality is not even close to as good. It's kind of weird. I think they literally spend like millions of dollars on each season of Invincible, and I think I remember reading Dragon Ball Super, which was, I think it ran for like nearly 200 episodes. The last run, I think that entire run was like a budget of like 1.3 million.
Oof.
Like
that's wild.
Yeah. Which is like one episode of Invincible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it looks way better. Like Dragon Ball Super wasn't even like one of the higher end they obviously had to pick their spots a little bit, save like the really crazy animation for some of the bigger fights. But even then, like it's consistently just better, way better animated than Invincible, and it's not even like on the level of like Solo Leveling or Attack on Titan with Stereo on the Sword, Kaiju number 8, those really cool big action anime. It's just amazing what they're able to do with considerably less money to go around. Like my dream is getting a season of Invincible animated by Mappa. Like that would be fucking insane. But I mainly at this point watching for the story. Like I like this, the action is good enough, and I'm enjoying the characters, the Invincible story. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm not complaining too much. I've seen bad, and it's not I don't think the animation is bad. I think just people aren't used to it. Like it's definitely not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man levels of bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not there. We're not. I've seen way worse.
I like that animation, but whatever.
Yeah, it's not like, and again, your enjoyment will vary. Like if you're someone who watches a lot of high quality animated stuff, you'll have a bit more discerning taste and like kind of see where the scale is like, okay, this is peak, and this is mid, and this is dog shit. And that's kind of, so I kind of, and so I could kind of make exceptions for stuff like I don't even need something to have like amazing animation to be good, as long as it's like good, got good writing, good characters. I can put up with substandard animation, but everything else has to be good. I did the beta. I did a little bit of the Invincible beta. I played it for a couple hours. Travis immediately refunded the game. I assume he just got his ass whooped, but I played a little bit of. I just practiced on the CPU till I got a little comfortable. Played like one match online because they didn't have really anything else, and I won the set, and then just dipped out with my W, 100% win rate, 100% match record, and dipped out. I'm not going to skip it. I think I mainly just want to play it for the story though. I want to play the single player story mode, which wasn't available in the beta.
Yeah,
that's what I'm mainly there for. Everyone else was. I looked to see what everyone else was saying about the community at large. Apparently, the game has a bit of a quitter problem and a cheater problem, a little bit of a cheater problem.
I've seen people talking about that.
Yeah, I was watching Black Hokage. He kept running into rage quitters who like quit as soon as he started whipping their ass a little bit, and lag switchers. So obviously not a great sign to start, but it is a very, I will say, is a very fun. The combat does feel fun for a fighting game. Like even though it looks similar to Mortal Kombat in terms of the gore, it felt a lot more fun than playing Mortal Kombat, because I played Mortal Kombat. I played MK1 in the beta, and I didn't really enjoy the combat at all. But I did like the feel of the Invincible versus combat.
I think being more attached to Invincible probably helps too.
Wasn't even the attachment. It was just because it was just a feel, because I like Street Fighter, because I played the Street Fighter 6, and I thought that combat felt a lot better too. Like it just the feel of it. And
yeah, maybe
I bounced off of Demon Slayer after a little bit, but it was very similar to Ninja Storm, just not as good as Ninja Storm, but it definitely felt. I just felt MK1. It just felt a little too stiff and slow for me. I like a little more snappier, faster pace. I do like the tag aspect of it. Tokan was more fun as well. Like I just really didn't vibe with the MK1 combat. It just didn't feel good to me. So I just like bounced off. Was he a Marvel Heroes player? Yeah, I missed that. I missed the whole Marvel Heroes meta. I didn't tap in until Avengers. That's why I did. If I had been tapped into Marvel Heroes, I would have known that JayShockblast wasn't black. I would have been aware.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the games that I had a standing in, if you will.
Yep, he was a well known Marvel Heroes. Who was the other Marvel Heroes creator? I think it was the Irish guy.
Oh, yeah, he didn't like me. I don't remember him. I don't remember his name.
I forgot. I forgot his name.
Because he was in the Avengers thing too. But
yeah, he was a big Marvel Heroes creator. He was a big Avengers creator at the start. Eventually passed him, but yeah, eventually we got some kind of beef, and
yeah,
and then he ended up quitting. He quit. I think he was the first one who quit the program.
Yeah.
And then he stopped making content.
Yeah, just disappeared completely. Yeah, Tony
Ving. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he just stopped making content. Yeah, I think he did Midnight Suns content after that, and then that's when he stopped posting.
After that. I guess he didn't like me at all.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, I remember like people used to like dunk on him all the time in the Marvel Rivals like message board and stuff, and I would like defend him and like whatever.
Yeah, he was one of the creators I looked at when I first decided to start my YouTube channel. When I decided I was going to cover Marvel's Avengers, I was like, okay, who are the top creators? I was looking at June. I was looking at Tony, and I was like, oh, okay, this is the meta. This is what everyone's doing. Okay, and then I started making content. I don't even remember. I don't remember what started the conflict, but it was probably something on. It was probably Twitter. It's probably something we probably got. I remember. I remember he crashed out on the community on Twitter.
Yeah,
and I didn't take his side, so he got mad at me. Got toxic.
Yeah, I don't remember having like negative interactions with him, which is why I was always so surprised when he was like
he just
rude
hated
to
you.
me.
He just hated you for the love.
I don't know.
All right, Gabe, appreciate you. It was weird. I remember I had a couple of beefs in the Avengers community. I remember me and Stardust got into it because I called them out on the XP nerf thing that may be unpopular, but history shows that I was on the right side of it because that was some bullshit. Yeah, they wasn't like that though. They some certain ones a certain bald one who who was a fan of the Orange Man and not a fan of Indian people in particular, among others, wasn't thrilled.
I honestly he's another one that I don't know what happened, but he like really there's a day he just kind of snapped on me, and I ended up this is before it was even he had moved on, he had even joined Avengers. We had such a good relationship with Marvel Heroes, so I don't know what happened, but
well, you know what they say, people eventually show who they really are. You just have to wait long enough.
yeah, I don't know. I stopped caring lately. I honestly like can't tell you how many times a day I start going to respond to something and then say, I don't fucking care.
That's the way to do it. Like you, especially on Twitter. Because once I internalize the fact that Twitter is 80% bots, it has significantly curbed my desire to post.
Yeah, every time I see like Sports Center or like Barstool or somebody post, if I look at the comments, it's just people with check marks rewording the initial tweet
Yeah,
because like they're engagement farming,
yeah.
and it's like,
Literally the same thing every time. Yeah, it's rewording
yeah,
and rage bait.
it's like, damn, what happened to this app I used to love?
Not even. I yeah. The thing is, Twitter was always ass, but it was a lot. It used to be a lot better.
Yeah, I'm just realizing like people that have just disappeared, like, but I'm not going to Threads. I'm not going to any other of these fucking.
Those aren't.
I think they all suck. Like all the other sites.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
Yeah, so I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I basically just maybe somewhat at some point someone will make a new social media. That'll be the spot. But yeah, for now I'm just like I'm good. I just use Twitter just to get some info and then usually dip out. I just don't engage as much.
Right.
There's just kind of no point.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting there too. So I am wearing out though. So
yeah, we are. I think we've managed to cover everything we need to. Appreciate everyone for hanging out for the after show. We got big week coming up. Marvel Rivals season 7.5. Look out for all the stuff starting around Tuesday. For all the Black Cat propaganda that'll be coming out. Looking forward to getting an early look at her gameplay and all that good stuff. I'm excited. I hope we also get to see the PvE mode early. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Getting the replay on that, and another week of peak TV coming up. All right, I'm gonna go watch some anime. Appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all next week. I'm Scott the Gamer.
I am not Casual Avenger.
But we miss you all the same. Enjoy your deep dish, buddy. Zip it up and zip it out. Peace. My